Hi everyone, welcome. I hope that you're doing well today. Today I'm coming to you with my week in review. I'm also going to share a few things that I have purchased this past week because that's part of my week, right? Right. Okay. I had shared last week in my week in review that I was having some issues with my skin and this was not working for me. So I've used it a good bit this week and it worked just like it used to. I've really enjoyed it. It does work better if I bake my face with the corn silk powder because this isn't really a full coverage, but it wears beautifully, lasts for hours and hours and hours, so I am going to keep this in my collection. The biggest downfall with this is it's not the applicator, but it's the little plastic thing in here. It pulls so much off of here. I mean, I get more product out of my Shape Tape applicator than this one. It just pulls too much off or something, and you just have to keep going back in. That's a little bit of a pain, especially if you're in a hurry. But as far as the product, I fell back in love with it, and that's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Foundation. Because I have let the self-tan go for now, I pulled this back out. This is the Sephora Airbrush Foundation. I do like this. I do not spray this directly on my face. I do spray this on either a beauty sponge or a brush. This is really pretty on my skin. I do enjoy wearing it. It feels very light, but it gives a good coverage. I did enjoy using that this week. And then the rest of the week and today, use the Makeup Forever in the stick formula. This is how light I am right now. It's in 115 R230. It is super fair. I love this. I have been up since 5:30. I did 2 videos before I went to work. Before I went to work at 8, I worked. I've taken care of dogs. I've taken care of cats since I've been home. And yeah, I touched up just a little bit in my T-zone with some powder. This lasts all day and it looks so good on your skin. But I really do like this foundation. I like as far as the Makeup Forever, I like the stick version better than the one in the bottle. So that's just me though. It's just me. This next thing is something new that I just purchased this past week and I had not heard that much talk about it. I actually did a get ready with me that will be up later on this week. I'm thinking Wednesday, just using this palette. And it is the Smashbox Eye Contour and Blush Palette. I mean, that is a huge mirror. I'm trying not to blind you. And then you have all these eyeshadows. You have 15 eyeshadows, 3 of the contour and highlight, and then you have 2 blush, 1 warm, 1 cool. And I used it. I like the formula of everything in the palette. The shadows blended nicely. Everything wore all day. And so far, so good. Also done a get ready with me using these eyeshadows. These are new from Essence, the Metals. I actually have this guy on right now. This is what's on my lid. This is Deep Sea Shimmer. And then just right on the center of my eye, I added the Vanilla Brilliance. Just with my finger, just went in, took a little bit, and just tapped it on right on the center just to brighten it a little bit. Now I have this. There we go. But these, both days I've worn these, have lasted all day. They look really pretty. They stay fresh looking, and maybe these are going to end up being a hidden gem type of a product because so far so good. We'll definitely keep you posted on those. I'll wear them some more. They also at the same time came out with the Essence Blush Up. Now my Ulta said these were new. Heat Wave. The pink version looks really spring. I think this does too. It's what I've had on since 6:30 this morning. I did not touch the Blush Up. Beautiful. Very, very vivid. I used this brush. I used a very fluffy, not dense brush. I'm just tapping that on there. Look at that. See that pigmentation? It's crazy. Just tap, tap. I did mean to mention this. This is the BECCA Velvet Blurring Primer, and I had a question. Somebody asked me if I really did like this. I really do like this. It deceived me a lot the first time I wore it because I thought, you know what, it is not going to do a very good job blurring, because you know most things that say that they are a blurring primer, take for instance the Smashbox, the Tarte in the jar, even the Baby Skin from Maybelline. They are a thicker consistency, have some silicone feel to it. This does not at all. It is a very thin, and it feels like a very rich lotion. It does not have a slip or anything, but it really does blur the size of my pores, and I really have been enjoying it. So yes, very much I like it. I had been using the Kat Von D Petals to set my under eye since I have not been self-tanning and I am very, very fair. I had to switch that out. I started noticing later in the day just a little bit of darkening wherever I had put the petals to set. So I just kind of put that away for now, and I pulled out the Laura Mercier Brightening Eye Setting Powder, and I really do enjoy this also. This is really nice. I did pick up the Lasting Drama Matte Lacquer. This just reminded me, as soon as I saw it, of the Tarte. I did use this one time, and it was a little thinner than I was prepared. I thought it was going to come out kind of almost like a gel in between the, you know, potted eyeliner and between a liquid, but it was very thin. I kind of made a little bit of a mess the first time. That was my fault, handler error. But I did use it. I liked the formula. I think I'll like it more when I use my own brush. I used the brush that came with it. It's not really my type of brush. It looks more like a lip brush to me. I like an angle brush when I do this format. So I'll keep using this, but I did like it. I think it wore quite nicely, so we will revisit that. This is a new purchase. This is Revlon Kiss Lip Pumping Cream, and I got it in Peony Buff. You open it up and it is a plastic, it's a thin plastic applicator. It reminded me immediately of the LA Girl in the tube, but it's, you know, probably a fourth of the size, maybe half the size. I did use this a couple times. I used it on its own. It shears out really pretty. It's not, this one anyway, wasn't really opaque on me. I could build it up to be that. I like to use a little bit of a plumping something when I'm getting ready, and then when I go on to put on my lipstick, my lips just have a little plumpness. Not fullness, just a little plumpness, which is what this says, plumpness. So far, so good with this. One more thing I did want to share with you. If you are near a Target, they have their like beauty clearance in a really odd place. They have it back on the back end cap right near the photo lab. And I was strolling back there the other night and saw these. If you like Neutrogena facial wipes, they had, I mean, a bunch marked down to $2.24. So I got several for me. I got several for Mom. And she actually sent me back to get more tonight. And you get a free little bonus of the Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser. This would be nice to, if you like to donate to missions or women's shelters or whatever. These would be like the perfect little size. So that's a great price on it. That's a great price on these Neutrogena wipes. $2.24. That's really good. So I'm going to share that with you. Okay, that is it. I have a couple new palettes that I haven't played around with yet, and I'm looking forward to doing that this week, and several more goodies that are new that I want to try out with you. So I hope that you have a great day. Have a great start to your week. I will talk to you in the next video.